Namaste, namastizzle, peace and blessings, greetings, shalom, waza. Magic LaCroix here. Hopefully, y'all are having a great Jupiter day. I'm not wearing the colors today, but in case you're interested, the colors are blue or purple. You know what I'm saying? So, um, been an interesting couple of days. um, the eclipse is almost here. If you want to get in some powerful rituals, do it on the eclipse day, which is Monday, I believe. You know, anything that has to do with the moon will be good on that day, or the sun. You know what I'm saying? So there's no set thing to do. You know what I mean? Um, like Bobby Hemmett has said before, the most powerful rituals come from the ones that you make up yourself. All right. It is almost the weekend. Seems like time is going by so very fast. You know what I mean? Um, just extremely fast to me, anyway. Namaste, Portia. Namaste, Sharon. What's going on, people? Um, Thank you for those of you who showed up at Sister Moonfeather's show last night. She had another good show. Um, tomorrow, if you're not doing anything on a Friday, tune into them. They have a really good discussion. They make me laugh a lot. I don't know if you were here when I said that before, but Moonfeather and Kunami and Ronan on the Ronan Experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a really lively kind of atmosphere. Do yourself your favor and tune in sometime. Where shall we begin? I know where we can begin. Check this out. Let's do this real fast before we begin anything.
Like really feminine men message me, but that's not who I'm attracted to. Hannah, I like really masculine men because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see like on TV. On TV.
I've never seen you on TV.
I mean, but no, generally you'll see, oh, she's strong, she's, what she's talking about is very powerful, whatever people say. But then at home, I'm very quiet. I'm very feminine, I'm very soft. People don't get to see that side of me, But no, it has been difficult, where I wanted to be in beard. No one's going to be your boyfriend, Haranam. You have a beard. You are not a preference to a lot of men. And then I'll get like really feminine men message me, but that's not who I'm attracted to. Hannah, I like really masculine men because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see like on TV, on TV.
I've never seen you on TV.
I mean, but no, generally you'll see, oh, she's strong, she's, what she's talking about is very powerful, whatever people say. But then at home, I'm very quiet, I'm very feminine, I'm very soft. People don't get to see that side of me, But no, it has been difficult, where I wanted.
Dora pause. So, in an era, in a society in which you have, and let me choose my words very carefully right now. You have so many people. Remember the other day I did the catfish thing. So many people doing that. You don't really know who is who. You don't know if that's a man LARPing as a woman. You don't know these days. You really, and it's a running joke with everybody, but it's actually a sad reality. You do not know. So you got a beard. You're a whole woman with a beard. I mean, we don't know that you're not a man. We don't know that. And with the technology they have now, very hard to tell. They got the hormone injections, they got the vaginoplasty. You see what I'm saying? They got all sorts of things to make you be another gender. So maybe it's the beard. I don't know. I'm not mean to laugh at her, but I had the door pause it though. Oh shit. A lot of people came in while I was doing that. What's up, amazingly? Hey, how you doing? Peace, brother Moore. Yes, it was a great show. Peace and harmony, brother Ronan. You will tune in again? That's what's up. Yeah, beard longer than mine. I just shaved, and my shit wasn't that big. I'm just saying. Peace, brother Konami. Brother Konami's the one who gave that to me. He sent it to me, and I I'm not trying to be funny, but I laughed out loud, and I was around people, and I was like, "What?" Oh my god. I'm sorry, but this shit is funny to me. It's if you are Facebook friends with me, you will know I find a lot of shit funny. I'm goofy like that, and I'm cool with it too. You know what I mean? Life is too fucking everything to be serious about everything. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I found it funny. I'm sorry, but I did. What's up, peace and blessings, Legacy Sigma? And for all the magical support, let currency flow indeed. Upon entering the room, she wants to rub beers. Yeah, inversion type BS. Exactly. Exactly. She tripping. Exactly. Dora, Dago, and Swiper Paws. Dora, Diego, and Swiper Paws. She may have PCOS. It does make women grow excess hair like that. Also, deep fakes. Exactly. That was my point, though. That was my point. That is exactly my point. Deep fakes. You got deep fakes, everything now. So yeah, you're gonna find it difficult. All right. No matter how hard they try to bully, let's call it what it is, to bully the population into accepting bullshit. I just don't think most people are buying. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's bullying. You're trying to make somebody accept something that they don't want to accept. Fuck that. That's what I say. Fuck that. Say it with me, y'all. Fuck that. So don't forget to hit that like button, share and subscribe. I'm sorry, that shit was funny to me. It's like you got a whole. You telling me she couldn't shave? She don't have a razor? I mean, one time I ain't gonna tell that story, but one time, well, yeah, I was kind of seeing somebody in Philly. She had a couple hairs under here, a couple, like really a couple, but that was it. It was she got a full motherfucking beard. Nah, nah. Hmm. I can't believe that's real. Not because of the possibility, but the audacity. That's what I'm saying. Like, you really, what? Huh? Oh my God. Mm. Before I even start, here's something else y'all should do or pause. Now, what the fuck is this? This is the generation that will do anything for likes on Instagram, on Facebook, on all social media. How is that perceived as sexy? How? You grinding on a literal duck, taking shucky ducky way too far. You know what I mean? Look, y'all, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, seriously, Negroes, boy, I swear. But once a masculine man, right? Exactly, Portia. Why don't you shave it? You know what I mean? She got a Sunni John. Right. What's up, Nate the Great? I ain't seen you in a minute. Welcome. Diego, Dora, and Swiping Paws again. We need everything to come look at this. Right. Peace, Sister Righteous. The duck ain't even mind his own business. Right. If y'all don't believe by now that this is Rome that we're living in, there's nothing I can say to help you. If you don't know by now that this is fucking Rome, what other proof do you need? You know what I mean? What other proof do you need? All right? Lord have mercy. Y'all need some magic in your lives, man. I'm telling you. Y'all really, really need magic, meditation, spirituality, all that. You know what I'm saying? It is fucking. In other news, a funny thing happened on the way to the YouTube today. In other news, did y'all hear that they have the National Guard in New York subways? Did y'all hear that part? Okay. Remember, when they want to test something out, they usually use New York, California, Texas, the big states first. Okay. Again, what I think is they're about to let something in through the firmament. I don't know. It's Lord have mercy. My communication all garbled. Mercury doing the number one on me. All right, y'all. Enough nonsense for now. Anyway, for now, this is the result. Social media. This is the result of no morals, no values, no nothing. Just everybody do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I mean? And they use the celebrities to promote it. All right. I know y'all heard me say that before, but let's get into something else. Shit. I look at this shit sometimes and I am depressed.
I wanted to add that I saw with my own eyes that there was a white chick over in the projects over here in Chicago dropping off drugs to gangbangers before the gangbangers and everything started to yeah, but it was a white girl.
He said a white girl was, he saw a white girl with his own eyes dropping off drugs in the projects before gang banging really took off with our people, I guess is what you're saying. But remember, she's a Roman soldier. And I'm gonna keep going in a minute, but since we got on the tangent, I'm telling you what the argument is, because I gotta tell you as it comes for me to give it to you, otherwise I might forget. But they said that these original terms were them. The original criminals and thieves were them. They went around the world stealing people's land, stealing people's countries, stealing people's peoples, you know. But now they call us the criminals, the thugs, and the thieves, when they're the criminals, thugs, and thieves. They're the masters of murder, but they call us a bunch of killers. All we do is kill each other. We haven't gotten to the point yet where we're turning the guns on them yet, or at least not in mass. So what they said was, they have traded places with us, and they become us, and somehow we become them. And because we keep calling ourselves these things, we are going to keep being these things, because when you're melanated, it is what you say it is. We are what we say we are. If we say we're from the ghetto in the ghetto. Well, we're going to be from the ghetto in the ghetto because we create the reality. But they said that the sisters need to understand that when it comes to the European man making the mad dash on them, and these pink people adopting all of our children, they're doing that so that when we rise up, or if we rise up, because whether or not we rise up depends on how many of us really get this concept that we're dealing with like today. If and when we rise up, Europeans want to make sure that they have these little fractured minds of Mangala, tainted, infected people that look like us, hoping that they can send them out with the kufus and the turbans and the tashikis and, you know, the whole Malcolm, whatever, coming out there looking like you and talking like you, but they're not you. But they look like you, so you bring them in the fold, and they're really sent there by the enemy, who can do a, what was that movie that, what's his name was in? The Manchurian Candidate kind of thing, and trigger them to turn on your people. They put them in there as an infection to create the chaos so we can't keep it together. Yes, sir. That's part of the Jesuit order. Oh, it is a Jesuit order. I'm coming to that. See, he always gets ahead of me. I'll let his brother. You always get ahead. He's a leaper. And that's good. Is your hand up? Oh, okay. But what they're going to do, they said, is this. They're going to do like the new version of the time machine, which is to send these, they're going to use these children, take some of them underground, have some of them they're going to send out, hoping to take us out. And then when they send them underground, they can breed with them and try to keep some melanin so they can continue to survive, like they did in the time machine. But it's also going to be like they showed in the movie Queen of the Damned with Aaliyah. Now remember, she, like a lot of sisters, became tired of her mate and his not getting what she was about. And she took him out, like sisters are taking brothers out. See, sisters, I know they get pissed when I go here, but sisters are really helping to take my brothers out because they don't know what they're doing, because they don't understand what the game is. And they don't understand who the enemy is. Now, she took her mate out, and she found this pink guy, and he was all that as far as she was concerned. So she let him drink from her essence and get her energy and made him a day walker. And what he did is he opened, when she opened herself up, he let all these other pink people take her out. And after they took her out, and like she told them, you kill me, you kill yourselves, which is really what they'll do. But what he did is after he took her out, he took everything that he got from her and gave it to the pink woman.
Did y'all get that? Y'all think this is still true? They trying to find a way out the firmament, but don't want to say so. I agree with that as well. Yep. Aleister Crowley talked about AWAS coming through a portal. I don't know, man. That eclipse and sun may be the doorway. I think so. I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Saren setting, Sudi setting. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Talked about this portal and eclipse too. Everybody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Saren setting Sudi was deep like that. I honestly didn't. I remember, and I was telling Brother Konami this the other day, I remember when he first started, he was just angry, light-skinned nigga yelling into the camera. And he kind of went viral for that. You know what I'm saying? But back to what Sister Yafa Bay said, and I'm probably going to get mad at me too. It's perfectly fine. Anything that I say here, I'm saying for the betterment of all of us. You know what I mean? I am not attacking anybody. All right. But at what point do we stop getting into our feelings and actually hear the messages being delivered? Sisters are the key. You see what I'm saying? They are the key. They know that. They absolutely know that. You know what I mean? You can't tell me that all of this is not a program right now. All right. From the Master Teacher's comic book. He says, number one, okay, hold on. I was at a lecture at Pfizer. Now, this is before all that shit happened a couple years ago. I was at a lecture at Pfizer inside the Botanical Gardens of New York, and the lecture was on female makeup. Some unbelievable information. The types of illness, viruses, and mind control put into makeup. Even human feces is put into the face and hand lotions. In the lecture, the slides were incredible on the results of many females and on what's coming. Blindness, amputations, calcified pineal glands, etc. Awesome lecture. If you are a man, stay away from any woman wearing makeup unless you want to be injured. Number one, they are Barbie doll sleepers, even though they act normal. Number two, they are walking toxic bombs that you don't want to be kissed or even touched by them. And number three, they are anti-nature. And in parentheses, it has Instagram models, meaning monarch programmed to assassinate you at any moment of a trigger and will have sex with multiple men, which leaves behind their thoughts. Okay? I already know how toxic most women are that wear that stuff. I even used to choke from the perfume. Perfume was used by the Moors to get rid of stench in France, London, and New York. That's why it's called perfumes. What really shook me was the fake eyelashes and eyeliners, the tumors and blindness they are going to cause. That is from this book, Cosmic Comics. Okay? Cosmic Comics. So if you have been paying, well, you don't even necessarily have to pay attention, but my Cherie, hey, I'm sorry. I was not ignoring you. I did see you before, but she said, I'm so glad she spoke on that movie. That was one of my favorite movies. My daughter's named after Akasha. Is that your newest child, Push? I think she's one already. I didn't think he was either. Oh, okay, yeah. He's not. It's an easy click for fear bait. Oh, okay. All right. So what I'm getting ready to say here. Okay. You cannot, no one can convince me. Maybe someone can, but no one can convince me that this isn't some kind of program with all of the makeup and fake lashes. That is some kind of program, y'all. Come on, let's call it what it is. It has to be. You know what I'm saying? If you have been watching any TV, you'll see that Angel Reese has been in the news. All right. Emmanuel Acho made a comment, said that you can't act big and bad and tough, and then when you lose, act like Courage the Cowardly Dog or something to that. Over 5,000 comments. Most people are supporting what he said. You know what I mean? But there's I'm gonna say half and half. People are actually not liking Angel Reese because of last year. Remember that? When she did this? Y'all remember that? I mean, she's the only one who goes on the court, with glammed up. You know what I'm saying? And she said that she was being sexualized. And yet, if you go to her Instagram, because anybody can get there, she's the one half naked on her pictures. You see what I'm saying? Then, come to find out, I said there has to be a reason this chick is all in the news. It has to be a reason. You know what I'm saying? They don't do this unless there's something to it, unless it can benefit them in some kind of way. You can't possibly believe that the young girls are not looking up to Angel Reese. You can't possibly believe that. Then I had some thoughts that I couldn't confirm. And then I saw a post this morning from Ani Osaru that confirmed what I was thinking. And it was this picture. Now, if I have to explain that picture or one-eyed symbolism, I can't help you. At this point, you should know. Everybody should know. You know what I mean? And that's what I was thinking too. You know what I'm saying? But there were a lot of comments. There were a lot of arguing in the comments, and people made it a race issue. All right, because Caitlin Clark won of Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all talking? Hey, Jamie Haynes, welcome, 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 welcome. I want to show you another clip of, well, let me just show you. I saw this, I couldn't believe my eyes. Like I said, you cannot tell me that this isn't some kind of program. You just can't tell me. As soon as I find it. I'm trying to remember who sent it to me. It could have been Katrina, or it's in my save folder. Give me a second. Come on, Mercury retrograde. I don't remember who sent it to me. Oh, I found it. Okay. Check this out, y'all. And y'all tell me this ain't a program, because I believe this clip is from Africa. All right. I can't take no more, to be quite honest. I really can't take anymore. You know what I mean? I see ecstasy is alive and well. Right. This is what I saw. For the past 2 days, I have been researching and reading the comments about Angel Reese, because she was crying at the press conference once they lost. But there are a lot of females backing her. And then I went further. She has done some pretty questionable things in the past, as far as bullying, as far as they even showed a clip. I don't know if it was just the still shot. She's pulling somebody's hair. You know what I'm saying? Whether all of that is valid is irrelevant. You know what I mean? As soon as men say something about this, they're called sassy, or they're said to be a grown man speaking on a child. I thought she was 22, but okay. You know what I mean? We have got to get it together, y'all. But like I said, though, they have programming in various ways, social media. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but y'all get my point. I'm not sure if y'all had the same reactions as I did watching that clip from the Congo, they looked a hot ass mess, y'all. They really looked a hot ass mess. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that. The programming. Oh yeah, starting to become my favorite topic. Programming has gone. Remember I was talking the other day about religious programming. Okay, that has been going on. I don't know how many of you will watch a black and white movie, but there's a movie called Green Pastures that you should check out. It's black and white, so all black cast. Okay, they have been selling this idea of us going to heaven, and you got Jesus. All this religious program has been going on way in the 40s and beyond that. Cabin in the Sky is another one. Okay, remember the number one tool, TV. Peace, Love, and Light, E.J. Taylor. Yes, they really did. Salute, Terenzo. Only one person had natural face color. Oh, yeah. The years of colonization has left Africa lost beyond what you would imagine. I work with a lot to know firsthand. But that's what I heard. I heard is worse than what we just saw. I heard is way worse than that. Welcome, peace, and blessings, Diana Nichols. It's way worse than what I heard. Than what we just saw. I'm sorry. Than what we just saw. So, yeah, I do believe that Angel Reese may be a little misguided, but she's also young. Okay. And once I saw that picture, I know it was a wrap. I know it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? If you want more information on that, I suggest seek out somebody like Brother Konami or Ani Osaru or people who speak on that more. I don't actually speak on that a lot. I glance over it, you know. It's not my really niche. I know enough for me to be informed, but I don't teach that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Decoding is easy, and there's only a few people who do it. You know what I mean? I mean, when I say it's easy, I mean it's easy to learn. You know what I'm saying? I got beyond that a long time ago. Brother Konami does a lot of good decoding with gematria. Once, like I said, once you break down gematria, you got the codes. You got it. See what I'm saying? But again, when I was doing this last night, while I was going through the comments on Angel Reese's article, just a whole lot of disparaging remarks from black men and women towards each other. You know what I mean? Like I said, most of the women were attacking the men just for speaking at all. You see what I'm saying? Y'all already know how the Caucasians feel about it. I don't think they like her very much. And they say it's arrogance. You know, it's not confidence, it's arrogance. But whatever you want to read into that. You see what I'm saying? Way worse, big facts. What's up, Tosh? Lightning does nothing for inner ugly, especially with those eyebrows. I'm saying, look, I ain't even want to say it, but they look horrible. They look fucking horrible. Come on, y'all. They look horrible. It doesn't look natural. You know what I mean? That's why I say if it's worse than that over there in the Congo, what the fuck? What the entire fuck? Y'all heard what your sister Yafabe just said on the clip. Have you seen the movie Astral City? I've never even heard of that, but I will look it up. I'll look it up. Astral City? Peace, peace, peace. Caribbean Grimoire. What's up? Damn, inner ugly? Right. Is Konami a member here? He's right above you. He's right above you. See him saying, is what he said. Oh, man. But when do we hold each other accountable, y'all? Though, like serious, like seriously, we can't have civil conversations without being called sassy or someone speaking about what a way a black woman looks. The conversation just went way left. You know what I mean? So when does it happen? Like Jaffa Bey said, when or if we ever come out of this. Because I'm a big proponent in knowing prophecies, especially a Hopi prophecy. Prophecy. Now, prophecies say we do eventually come out of it. You know what I mean? I'm starting to wonder that, to be quite honest. Looking at melanated people's behavior overall, everybody, I just don't know anymore. I don't. Astral City is a good movie? Okay. All right. Astral City. Is anybody, I don't even know why I was about to ask that, but is anybody who's in it? Let's look it up. Let's look it up while we're sitting there. There's another clip I want to show y'all though. Remember I said Katrina is one of the ones who, oh my God. All right. So I think this is Russia. I think this is Russia. I think. I told y'all every day is something.
You better wipe them hands together and act like you know up in here.
Come on, lift your voice to say, lately I've been going through some things that's really got me down.
Put your hands together. Come on.
I need somebody to help me come and turn my life around.
I feel like I need some church up in here. Come
I
on,
can't
say.
explain.
I
can't obtain it. Jesus, your love is so amazing. It gets me high up to the sky.
Hallelujah.
And when I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna stop.
Those of you that think that gospel music has
Extreme Dora Pause. The fuck, man? The fuck? Are you serious? Are you serious? There's a lot of unknown actors, at least in America, in that movie. Okay, I will look it up though. I think the loss will stay lost. Yeah, I'm on that wavelength myself. You know what's going on, brother Ty? Goddamn Dora Pause. Cringe. The remix or the replacements. But we are their parents. The laugh at the end, right? What's going on, brother Technique Twin? Peace, right? At this point, it's just mostly about those who are willing to do the true great work at this time, and those who don't and won't just get left in weakening conversations and paradigms. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious cringe. Damn. All right, now, Tosh. Wow. There's a Japanese version? Get the fuck out of here. You can't be serious. Oh, man. So a funny thing happened on my way to YouTube today. It's not funny, but it is funny. You know why it's not funny? It's because all this shit that's happening is constant. It's every motherfucking day. Every day, I'm seeing some bullshit. Every fucking day. All right, so I saw this picture saying, if you look at this picture here, this is actually a friend of mine. And she says, I always see people mocking this image from our old textbooks that portray Egyptian pharaohs as white, but they were telling us the truth. Egypt did have white rulers. This is indisputable. In ancient Egyptian history, dynasties are series of rulers sharing common origin. They are usually, but not always, traditionally divided into 33 pharaonic dynasties. The later dynasties were ruled by Persians and Greeks, and the middle dynasty was also ruled by Europeans, proven by genetics. This includes the most famous pharaohs of Egypt, Ramses, Thutmose, King Tut, Akhenaten. The Greeks were the last rulers of ancient Egypt, and they ruled for centuries. Before Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, the Persians ruled Egypt for 200 years. Now, Egypt is a couple billion years old. All right? And yeah, Egypt got conquered a couple times. So this means, and I didn't confront her on a post. I was going to, but I was like, this is going to lead to a long debate. I was going to tell her though. So because they conquered Egypt, they're the ones we need to learn about in the history. Not the rulers, not the original rulers. Like, for instance, what's that bitch name? Charlize Theron calls herself South African. I think she was born there. But because you're born in a place, you're not if your parents weren't originally from that land, that doesn't make you from that land. Anyway, every day. Yeah, it is always entertaining seeing these clips. You know what I'm saying? I will say this, I didn't know this path was that long. Oh my God. I have said this time and time again. I'll say it again. This is the loneliest thing you will ever do, okay? Because once you begin to rise spiritually, people will look at you like you're the crazy one. You know, as soon as you start to see past the mundane and past the aesthetics, and you start to see stuff, things will seem alien to you. You know what I mean? And that includes your family. You can imagine how lonely this has been for me. Okay. It has been this has been the loneliest thing I've ever done. My family has always considered me weird. Always. They can say whatever they want now. I know they've always considered me out there. It is what it is. For those of you who are interested, ancient Christian magic, Coptic text of ritual power. You know what I'm saying? This is another unknown kind of book here, right? It has a lot of spells from the Greek magical papyri. Okay, I'm not sure if I have a PDF copy of this. If I do locate a PDF copy, I will put it in my Patreon. Don't forget Brother Kunami's Patreon, as well as Sister Moonfeather. She's here, right? You got that book? That's what's up. This path is very, very, very long. It is worth it though, to be honest. I'm not that hard up for human company myself. So more clips, y'all. More clips. Let's see. Check this one out. This one really deserves a door pause. This one really deserves. A funny thing happened on my way to YouTube today. Funny thing happened. Check this out.
Carrying both our twins.
Honestly, I've been raising a child for, what, 13 years
Well, if
now?
this is what you did, then I'm scared because I'm a brat. Hello, Brianna. Brianna being the carrier was the most important thing to us. I knew that I could trust her. Some people thought, this is sick, you guys are freaks, white trash from Arkansas. What you're doing is wrong to the core.
And they're all adults making these comments. Shocking.
My sister Brianna is carrying both our twins.
Honestly, I've been raising a child for, what, 13 years
Well, if
now?
this is what you did, then I'm scared because I'm a brat. Hello, Brianna. Brianna being the carrier was the most important thing to us. I knew that I could trust her. Some people thought, this is sick, you guys are freaks, white trash from Arkansas. What you're doing is wrong to the core.
And they're all adults making these comments. Shocking.
Is a door pause necessary at this point? Is a door pause necessary? He impregnated his own sister. You read that right. He impregnated his own sister so that he could be a gay dad. If y'all don't think this is wrong, and Sodom and Gomorrah, I can't help you. I promise I cannot help you. If you can't see past all this shit by now, the loss, like someone said earlier, the loss is going to stay lost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I thought I had some saved reels here somewhere. Whoa. So Brother Moore sent me something. I'm just now seeing. I was not ignoring you, Brother Moore. You know I don't get down like that. But Justice Department sues Utah after transgender inmate removed her own testicles. Removed her own testicles. Man, fucking door pause. People try to seal your power when you rise spiritually. Absolutely. He said, mine's too, I've grown to not care. I really don't care at this point. I mean, there's nothing anyone can convince me to get off this path. I've tried to get people into, some spirituality. They've gotten into it and gotten out. Same with Magick classes. They get in, they get out. People are afraid of change and they like being stuck where they are. It is what it is. You reach a dangerous new level of freedom once you reach the I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Exactly. Got so many books I ain't got around to reading, man, but oh yeah. Can I hit you up for that Javanese book? Absolutely. Absolutely. Glad to know it has spells in it. Oh, absolutely. My Patreon. I'm sorry, not my Patreon, but my Gmail is where you can reach me. Right. I know people who are so-called historians that are not occultists miss out on a lot of relevant truth in their posts. Yeah. Dangerous new level of freedom. Why the dangerous? He doesn't mean dangerous like literally dangerous. It's just dangerous how freeing having that kind of freedom is. That's what he meant. He didn't mean it's actually dangerous. Envy is big in the spiritual arena these days, and you got to watch out for the conscious community. I don't know what the fuck's going on with them anymore. You know, glad I was never really a part of it. Moving beyond the lens of perceived projected. Wait a minute. Moving along beyond the lens of perceived projected disapprove proves dangerous to those who deem themselves cancelable. Ecclesiastes, which reads, "What has been will be again. What has done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun." Thanks, Tosh. Tosh, with the assist, as always, thank you. You need to write spells to get the right spells. Isn't that interesting? You know, determined you got to be to remove your own testicle. Right. Exactly. You got to be really, and it, the fact that it says her. A funny thing happened on the way to YouTube today, y'all. A funny thing happened. Okay. I just feel like now at this point, much of the program is just screaming at many to not consider true gate walking. Yeah. It takes so much to gate walk, man. And yeah, it takes so much. That's a path not a lot of people are even really interested in, to be quite honest. When you unlock your greatness and know thyself, you become dangerously powerful and unstoppable. Exactly. Exactly. Last, I think this is going to be the last clip I show y'all today. Funny thing happened on the way to YouTube today, y'all.
In the early 90s, Val Valerian. And this is something that happened to me recently. They said in those books that you think the TV sets are bad now, and this was 10 years ago. They said wait until the 1990s come, no, they wait until the 2000 come. What they're going to put in the TV sets are going to be devastating. Now, around 1998, 99, they came out with high definition TV. Right. Now, that technology now is going down to just a regular, any TV you get is that high definition past 2000. What this thing does is this. It scrambles the brain. These TVs are directly designed to attack the pineal pituitary gland. You see what I'm saying? So we're talking about that type of technology. A brother came from Philadelphia, a good friend of mine, bought me a widescreen TV. Said, "Nah, man, you got to get rid of this 19-inch." Bought me a widescreen TV, and within a week of watching it, my left eye started getting red. One day I can see, one day I can't out of the eye. I'm saying, wait, hold on. If my sight is going bad, number one, it wouldn't go bad in one eye, and number one, why is it good one day and I can't see the next day? It had nothing to do with my eyes. It has something to do with the scrambling of the pineal gland and pituitary gland, which is connected, you see what I'm saying, to sight. So in actuality, it was an inner aspect that was going on. And so the high definition TV, that's why right now, if you got any TVs from 2000 on up, never watch them in the dark. And make sure there's a certain amount of light in the room. And based on how wide the screen is, if it's a big screen, make sure that you got a certain amount of length between you and where you're sitting and that actual TV, because this is war against the pineal technology. And so what this is doing here is keeping people still in a zombified state. Now let me give you another example.
Zombified.
A brother, and some of you might have heard this on the tapes, that in the mid-1990s, brother went to McDonald's and bought a McDonald's fish sandwich. And he noticed that his lip became numb, his tongue became numb when he bought the McDonald's fish sandwich. And he understood that it was the same equivalence to when you take cocaine and put on your tongue. It's the same effect he got from McDonald's fish sandwich. So what's happening here is, we asked this particular question, especially about crack cocaine. It was almost like some of these people took this thing for the first time and got hooked. Maybe they was predisposed to the cocaine based on the fast food. See what I'm saying? Now this is a mystery. Obviously they're trying to get another hit, because recently I went to a McDonald's and bought a fish sandwich in the black community. Bought one in the white community, didn't have this. In the black community, this was a month ago, tongue got numb and lip got numb.
So they pumping the fish with hydrochloride?
No, cocaine, man.
Itself, cocaine.
Some type of cocaine, some predisposed thing that will get you hooked on something else. Now we know that this is another run, because we remember in most of the reports of the LA riots, they said that how did the gang members get a lot of their guns? They said they just went down to the railroad track, and there was just box cars that they would wide open, and they would just go to the railroad track, and the government would take these box cars and pull them up, and they'd have all these M16 and all these guns. Now listen, recently now in Atlanta, within the last month, they got guys that's going down to the railroad tracks, and every night there's a box car full of guns. But then again, on the other hand, they got this one black McDonald's in the neighborhood, in the major part of the city, that's also selling these products with a cocaine base. So in so many words, they're trying to start this whole dope thing back up.
You know how long they've been doing that? I'm sure y'all know this, but they've been doing this for a long time. Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it. That's no big secret. It shouldn't be a secret. You know what I mean? When I say programming at every level, I truly, 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 truly mean it. Remember when George Floyd happened, and Ferguson, and all these things that happened? People have reports of people going to a certain place where there's a pallet of bricks during those riots. A pallet of bricks was placed there. They have placed all of these things in the black community. Always. This should not be new to none of you. You know what I mean? How do you combat it? My opinion, that's that magic. You can say it's all in your mind. You can say whatever you want. You know what I mean? But for me, been in it like I told you the other day, it's easy to sit outside something and critique it. It's easy to do that. Okay. But once you're in it, you see this is the real deal shit. Now, if you want to know what I'm talking about specifically, the Gatewalkers dialogue is right here on my channel with me, Terrain Hicks, Warlock Asylum. You know what I'm saying? Be dangerous. Gate walking is a fascinating topic. It really is. It really, really is. Very true. Especially when people think they know you better than you know yourself. Dangerous is pure force from source in us. Peace and blessings, Sister Moonfeather. I was curious if you were here or not. She had a good show last night. Don't forget, hit her up, her channel. Tomorrow, Ronan, Konami, and Moonfeather will be on the Ronan Experience. Check them out. Depends on who's defining it. To some, danger is fear. To others, empowering. Bobby Hemmett giving us that sauce again. Gate walking also has so many depths to understand. That's the understatement of the year. There's a lot to it. There's a whole lot to it. And that's why I continue to let people talk and believe what I'm at that state. Not only do I not care what people think, but I'm at the state where you believe what you want to believe. I'm not going to try to convince you of anything. My job is just to present the information that I have from years of study, research, experimentation. Do with it what you will, believe what you will. Okay? My goal has always been to inform the public about magic. Bobby Hemmett Bobby Hemming, Azazel Bay, Phil Valentine. Those are the ones, C. Freeman L. They started it. See what I'm saying? They started giving y'all esoteric knowledge. Okay? That's all I'm doing here. Peace Mooney. Yeah, Peace Mooney. Divine Peace. Great show last night. Oh, that's right. Caribbean Grimoire was there last night. It's the way I see courage, I believe. I seen those brick pallets firsthand. Legacy Sigma, I believe, yeah. They were in the black communities. Those brick pallets. Guns. Nobody that's melanated brings guns into the country. Nobody who's melanated bring drugs into the country. This is an old topic that you all should know. And I always say I love interacting with y'all because I think y'all are very special and I attract a certain kind of people. And those people have the ability to think for themselves and they have some knowledge. Okay. So that you should know. You should really, really know that. Okay. Remember Craigslist ads for paid protest. Right. $20 an hour to turn up. Exactly. Exactly. I really appreciate that dialogue as well. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. My time is over with. Did y'all ever finish up what you said y'all was working on behind the scenes of that gate walking dialogue? It's hard. We haven't finished yet. It's hard getting up with those brothers because they are just as busy as I am. And we have to make time to come together to do this. But we're still working on it. I promise you, we are still working. Okay. That is my time for today. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. I am the one, the only. Before I close out, don't forget Konami's Patreon, Moonfeather's show Wednesdays, Ronin Experience Fridays with Konami and Moonfeather, and on Saturdays, the Bush Whisperer, where it's a round table of discussion. They have interesting discussions every single week. I am the one, the only, the diabolical Magick LaCroix. I will see y'all next time. As always, thank you. Namaste.